Now, what are your short, specific questions about stories?
One of the obstacles I'm finding is that if I'm doing a sales presentation to one company and then, say, a social media company, and now I'm moving into another social media company, I never know what stories to share because there's also a competition. If she gives her tips to me, is she giving the same tips to somebody else or same value to somebody else? And is
well, there are different ways of looking at it. Now, let's do research within this audience. Will you raise your hand if you think it might be an advantage to let people know that you work within the same industry? The reason is, one, well, if they're getting the benefit, we need it as well. And two, it could be she is experienced in our industry. We don't have to train her. Because how often have you heard, well, I hired this webmaster or I hired this graphic artist and I had to spend so long explaining what it is we do for a living. So you could make a case either way, but if you have had the results, I wouldn't be concerned. Now, what you do probably want to know is give other examples of other industries to show you're multifaceted.
Let's say a company doesn't want others to know the name of their company. How would you address that?
Many of us work in industries where we cannot talk about our clients. A lot of financial service companies can't talk about their clients. But what you do, you paint a backstory that they understand. If it's a manufacturing company in Cleveland that does this many in sales, perhaps they're really in Columbus. It's just to give them a, what are we doing this? It's giving them a comfort level that they know that we're experienced. Now let's consider they say, Patricia, have you ever delivered sales presentation skills training in the widget business? No. It really doesn't matter what the industry is. The sales presentation process will be exactly the same. Now, most people, if they think they have to say, no, I have no experience in your industry, they think it's a disadvantage. Not necessarily. No, but having worked for over the past 25 years with hundreds of different companies in multiple industries, the process is the same. Now, as Alan Weiss would say, no, I know nothing about the automotive industry, but you have so many experts and you still don't have the market share you want. You've got enough experts, you need someone from the outside.
Do you recommend the use of video testimonials and or testimonial letters, for example, if you are doing a sales call as an in-person meeting, which you're more or less talking about right now? Or would you rather just tell third person?
I am in favor of all types of testimonials in many different situations. If you are having a conversation with someone, you're probably not going to say, can you pull up YouTube and see my 16 testimonials? Now, what you can do as a leave behind, and you can't mention, obviously you need to have the security of knowing that I've been consistently successful for 2 decades. And in the press packet we're leaving, there are a list of the 16 different industries we've served in the last 5 years, as well as testimonials and clients that are willing for you to call if you need a personal reference.